Hi lovely people, welcome again to each one teach one. This is Regina, and yes guys, today I would like to talk to those people who are either in a friendship or in a relationship of any kind. Those people who feel that they are, those people who feel a bit worn out because of all the efforts that they are putting, or they have been putting, or they put in those kind of friendships or relationships, and they kind of feel like they are giving way too much than they are receiving. Now, I don't know about you, but I have ever been in such kind of friendships whereby you feel you're giving too much, you feel like you are doing too much for the other people, for the other person, or even other people, or even relatives, but you are not receiving as much as you are giving. That means that your efforts are not, or let's say for example, your kindness, your generosity, your respect is not being returned, or is not being reciprocated. And I wanted to come up with a solution to that kind of a situation that I was going through, because I felt it's overwhelming. I felt like it's draining me, draining the energy out of me, doing too much even for another person, even let's say a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or even a best friend, but they are doing too little. So I always felt empty because I'm already drained out. My energy, my joy, my peace, my happiness, my even comfort, you're giving too much than you are expecting, or than actually you are receiving. So, and I tend to think and to believe that the reason why we don't get back what we are giving, or our care, our love, our sincere heart, or our respect is not being reciprocated, is because we have already shown the other person that it's okay for them to always be on the receiving end, and us, we are the only ones who should be providing. It doesn't have to be financial assistance or financial help. It doesn't mean that you are giving away your finances, but think of anything that you feel right now, you feel that you are giving away too easily, and you are overdoing it. Think of that one thing that you feel you are giving too much to the other person, or to even those around you, but they are not just reciprocating. The reason why I feel we go through, the reason why we go through such kind of things, or such kind of situation, is because we are too busy giving away what we have. We are too busy being too generous that the other person feels it's okay for you to keep giving, because that's just you. You want to keep giving and giving and giving and giving until you have nothing else to give. And they'll continue on draining out your energy, draining out whatever it is that you are giving. And at the end of it all, the worst thing is you will not receive it back. Now, I'm a Christian, as I always tell you guys, and I will not go against God's will for us. I know that He has commanded us to be generous, to be kind, to be loving, and all, and to give without expecting back. But at some point in your life, you have got to learn how to be a little bit selfish with what you have. I'm not here to preach about being selfish, but I mean that kind of positive selfishness that you have. I mean, you don't go around giving away. Let's take a basic example. For example, your money. Even if it's 100 bob, you don't go around giving another person, or someone, and you are left without nothing. Let's say, for example, like me, I have a daughter, I have a kid, I have a family. I cannot give away what I have and leave my daughter without breakfast or without food. It applies to all issues, on every issue in your life. Well, if it's going to come back, then fine. But if you feel that you're doing too much for the other person and giving away everything that you have, and it's not being reciprocated, then it's okay for you to kind of go slow on giving. Now, I'm not just talking about finances. That was just an example, guys. I would also like to talk to those people who are so generous with their bodies. And with all due respect, it's of high importance for us to share this. Those young people, young girls, young men who have become so generous with their bodies. You don't have to go around messing with everyone. And I remember I shared with you some time back, and I say, just because someone smiles at you does not mean that they love you and they have sincere and genuine intentions for you. I want this to reach out to all young people who are, feel like they really want to enjoy their lives. It's okay to say no to such things. It's okay to be a little bit selfish with your own self, with your own body organs. Let's be honest, guys. Because these are things that are happening in our society. We think that we can give whatever it is that we have so easily. No, we don't have to. The other day I was sharing with one young girl, and she was like, I lost my virginity at the age of 18, she says. And there's just one thing I don't get when someone says that they lost it. You didn't, unless you were raped, you did not lose your virginity. You gave it freely to whoever it is that you gave, and most of those people that you gave it to, they really didn't deserve it. You give it so easily, and even after giving it so easily, the person left you. So I was just making fun, and I told her, I don't think you lost it. You did it with all the generosity that you have in you. And it was a fun discussion. Anyway, all that I'm saying, guys, is that whatever it is that God has given you, be it your body, be it your body organs, be it your everything, think of anything that is in you that you call yours. It's okay for you not to give it so easily. Even your love, your respect. It's okay, respect people, but learn how to go slow on whatever you're doing. Be kind, be generous, but there's a limit to everything. Especially to those people who are in friendships and relationships, whereby whatever it is that they are so generous with or generous in giving is not being reciprocated. It's okay sometimes to have that kind of small little selfishness in you. Let the other person know that you don't just give in so easily to whatever demands that they have. And I can tell you there is respect in that. Stop being so generous even with your time, that whenever your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or even your best friends call you, you're always available. Have you ever had those kind of people? You don't need to even have an appointment with them. They just call you right now and they say, I'm on the way, I'm coming to you. I mean, it's okay for you to go slow on your time, giving out your time so easily. And I'm not telling you to be selfish against God's word. I'm just saying and being honest with you, you don't have to let other people or anyone else in your life now or even in the future to drain out the energy out of you. Go slow on the love that you give to people. That is, don't give too much than you're receiving. And again, remember, God has commanded us or told us to love, to respect, to be all good. But just learn to say no especially when it's not being reciprocated. Don't be too generous, giving out all your time and spending very little time with your own self, doing positive things. You are valuable. Whatever it is that God has given to you is valuable. Take care of it. Don't just waste it. Don't just misuse it. Don't let other people misuse it. Your body as a girl, your body as a young man is valuable to God and before God. Don't be so generous. Don't be so, don't give it so easily. Give it away so easily, and don't avoid misusing what God has entrusted you with. Even your body, He has given it to you. Make good use of it. Use it properly. Don't waste it. Your time is valuable. Don't waste it on things that are not of importance to you. That's my challenge to you this day, and I hope that you will have a great time wherever you are watching me from. I'm wishing you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And remember, God loves us. He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. And Regina loves you very much, guys. Ciao.